Good afternoon and welcome back to another day of competition. We have just one final day indoors with the 25-metre events. We've got this women's trio 25-metre pistol event coming up for you, and then later this evening, 8 o'clock start. It's quite late, but it will be a fantastic culmination in the 25-metre rapid fire men juniors. That's later today. For now, though, our focus on this bronze and gold medal match in the 25-metre pistol trio women. Live for you here at the European Championships. Thanks very much for coming along to Facebook and to YouTube. Thanks for joining us. So just a reminder of the event details. 10.2 or higher is what will register as a hit. And the score zone is around 85 millimetres wide, about the width of your average coffee cup at the top. So if you hold that up in front of you, tilt it sideways, imagine it 25 metres away, and then you've got a rough idea of how difficult this event is. So Czechia versus Germany in the bronze medal match, and then we got individual neutral athletes contesting the gold medal later. Let's have a look back at qualification earlier today. So shooting outdoors into a little bit of a breeze, just a tiny one today, but it's been wet and overcast and very, very damp. Even inside actually the finals hall, I would say this is the coldest it's been. We've gone from having some very hot days underneath the Croatian sunshine to it being, well, not freezing, but it's close, it's close. But do you know what? We'll survive. So Czechia, first to arrive. We'll be up against the Germans in this bronze medal match for the 25-metre pistol trio women. So jury getting their introductions. Boris Sess of Croatia alongside Patrick Johansson of Sweden. And Sweden's nicest policeman. Very, very nice. Well, both of them nice guys, to be fair. So Petr Plavčić for the penultimate time across these two medal matches for the bronze and gold, and then Petr will be back later for the 25-metre rapid fire. So the highest amounts of hits takes the points per series, and 2 points for a series win, and 1 point per trio if there's a draw, and it's the trio to get to 12 points who'll clinch bronze. And then likewise in the gold medal match, 12 points to take the coveted gold. So just time now for the athletes just to settle in. You can see them just getting their footing, getting their balance in the right place. Josef Fiala, who was coach a few days ago, back out in the hot seat. He can call a timeout should he wish to do so. You don't have to, it's not part of the rules. Just there if you want to. And then Jordis Graber is the German coach. So we'll run through some of the bios in just a second and have a closer look at the athletes as the preparation time continues, and then we'll move into the sighting series. But in terms of achievements, there's plenty of them here. Eileen Pitschka, who's to the far left, as you look at the wide shot, representing Germany, 21 years old. She's a silver medalist in Châteauroux from last summer at the European Championships across 25 metres. Alongside her is Lydia Bollmer of Germany. She's in the middle. You can see her back there at the moment. 17 years old, has competed at Junior World Cups and also at the European Championships last year. And then the final German, just there in the black, is Franziska Thumel. And she's 20 years old, and it's her 5th time at a European Championships. So we'll take a closer look at the Czechs in just a second. For now, 5 bullets loaded into the magazine. And you want to make sure all 5 are there as well. If you're joining us on YouTube or Facebook, thanks very much for coming along. Do like the videos, make your comments of support, and sit back and enjoy these 2 medal matches.
Sighting series, ready?
So here we go with the sighting series. Will this give us a clue as to what's to come? So in terms of the Czechs athletes, athlete on firing point F is Victoria Šindrlová. She was 7th in the 25-metre final here, and also a bronze medalist in the duet a few days ago. She's to the left of the Czechia athletes. And then Anna Mierczejowska, who's 19 years old. She was 6th in the 25-metre final. She's in the middle. She was also a silver medalist in Tallinn back in 2023 at the European Championships in the 10 metres. And then finally, Klara Titschakova, who's 21 years old, bronze medalist in Russa in the Grand Prix, and also twice a gold medalist at the European Championships. Let's have a look back at the preparation area earlier today. From the Germans. Getting the equipment ready into the box. Ear defenders, of course, at the ready. And triggers tested. Quick text home to say you can watch on Facebook and YouTube, I'm sure. So here we go for the first series. Welcome back to the European Championships 2026. This is the 25-metre pistol trio women bronze medal match. Germany versus Czechia.
Attention.
Well, 4 hits to 1. It's a bit one-sided so far from Czechia. And they haven't quite put this series away just yet. The Germans just 1 behind. Could go either way, and it's well, 5-5. We open with a draw. 1 point each per trio. A real mixture of hits and misses there. And so far, it's all balanced.
Next series, ready?
So second series, will we have another draw? Will there be a clear winner?
Attention.
There's the attention command. Lower the pistol to 45 degrees, a 7-second rest, and then 3 seconds to take the shot. And we've had no overtime so far throughout this entire championships, which also shows the experience of the athletes, both across the seniors and juniors. Well, convincing this time from Czechia, very much so. 6 hits in front. And Tichakova, 5 out of 5. A glorious series for the Czech athlete. And it really is that performance there against Bommers. 5 misses for Germany. That's the real difference between the two. So a convincing series win from Czechia, a confidence boost for them. Another 2 points. It's 3 points to 1.
Next series, ready? Attention.
Well, a slightly better start by Czechia in this third series. Interesting. 3-all, 6 shots left. Well, 6-4 to the Germans this time. The Germans come back. It's level again. 3-3. Is this the shape of things to come? So the athletes reload, reset, wipe the sweat off the hands, get it as dry as possible for the best grip.
Next series, ready? Attention.
Well, no hits there at all for Czechia. Germans in front. Germans with the advantage. Just one hit in front. How's it going to finish up? Still one hit in front, this time 7-6. So a bit more of a balanced series. The Germans just nick it. Just.
Next series, ready? Attention.
Well, interesting that it's gone level. Czechia had the slight advantage there. Oh, just a second ago, looking at two out of Germany. You don't see too many left-eye dominant right-hand athletes. But if it works for you, it works. And a narrow win, this time for Czechia. It's swung round the other way. Czechia 7 hits, Germany 6. What a close match we've got here on the final day of indoor events at the European Shooting Championships. Intriguing.
Next series, ready?
Well, 5-5 could go either way, really, when it's into, what are we now, 5th series, and it's 5-5.
Attention.
Could be a long one. Well, there's going to be another draw. It is, you know. Wow, really close. 6-6, and it's now 6-6. Sixes right the way across the board. And I think just earlier on I mentioned Tuma and the left eye and right arm dominance. Things actually, Pitchka actually is what I meant to say. And she's the one on firing point A. Here she is. 21, nearing the end of her junior years.
Next series, ready?
Well, the closest match we've had so far across the seniors and juniors. Yes, we had a close duet a couple of evenings ago into the gold medal match, but this is certainly the most balanced.
Attention.
Oh, look at that for Germany, 3 hits, Czechia 3 hits. So balanced, just 1 in it. Czechia still 1 hit in front, 6-5.
Stop.
7-7. Wow, well, it was all the 6s, now it's all the 7s. Well, Czechia have called a timeout. That's interesting. Well, this has to be one of the most balanced, if not the most balanced match I've seen. Certainly since commentating over this format. So Joseph Fiala just over now having a word with the Czech athletes. And I wonder, is this maybe just to put a bit of breathing space into this final so far? Joris Glauber for Germany doing the same. Well, interesting, I think the timeout was used and called at this particular time. I mean, that's a real gamble in some ways. Because, okay, it was all pretty balanced up until now. But let's just say the Germans have shot in front and Czechia needed a timeout. Well, I suppose that's part and parcel of the gamble, isn't it, from the coach? Let's see. We've only had really one-sided series. That was, what was it, 10-4, 10 hits to Czechia and 4 to the Germans. It was 10-3 or something like that, but that's been the biggest gap between the two. I thought there for a moment that Franziska Tumel was on for a 5 out of 5. Could be a 4. And then we're going to have another draw. We are, you know, wow. Well, the timeout was called. 5 hits each. Another point. So each trio just pigeon stepping towards a bronze medal. An intriguing match. In some ways, really, the beauty of junior shooting in Europe at the moment shows you, A, how competitive it is, and B, how close these trios are in terms of ability and poise and just mental control, balance, breathing. A real spectacle.
Attention.
Well, 3 for the Germans, 2 for Czechia. 6-6, 6 shots to go. Well, we could have another draw, who knows? It's 8-7, 6 shots left.
Stop.
Oh, well, just. Czechia with 9 hits to 8. Joris Graber of Germany has called a timeout. So now that's both coaches using their allocated timeout opportunity. So Czechia go 1 series away from a win. And I think this is why Joris has now stepped in. This is Germany's chance now to try and pull this back. What an interesting match. We've never really seen any match develop like this. So many draws. It'd be great to check the record books to see what's the most amount of draws we've ever had in a trio. Now, and like that, bear in mind, because it's the trio, there's a lower chance of a draw because you've got more athletes. Well, clearly some German being shouted across the finals hall. I'm sure it was words of encouragement. So time is called. Are Czechia a series win away from a bronze?
Next series, ready?
Can the Germans say 9 and come back into this? What an interesting match so far. Wow.
Attention.
Advantage to Czechia so far. Well, the Germans are 4 behind. They really need to step it up if they're to stand a chance. And Schindrolova is on for a 5 out of 5. And Germany have lost. Too far behind at 9-5. It finishes up 10-6. Schindrolova does finish in style. 5 out of 5. All you can ask for in a 25-meter trio medal match. And I think all the athletes exhausted after that. Joseph Fiala, I'm sure, excited. Even he can't believe it. Nice to see the two coaches congratulating each other. Czechia are victorious. And that's how hard they've had to fight for a bronze medal. We've still got the gold medal match to come. Well, a very unique match in so many ways here at the European Shooting Championships. One that certainly will live in my memory just for the amount of draws that we had across the two trios. Well, the Germans, they did well, they just didn't quite have enough to clinch the bronze medal. Meanwhile, Czechia with a big team hug. They'll be celebrating throughout the day, I'm sure, and they'll be on the podium in the bronze medal position. So 6 individual neutral athletes coming up to contest the gold medal match in the 25-meter pistol trio women junior. Will we see something like we've just witnessed? Well, I suppose only time will tell. We'll be back in a few moments' time. Do stay with us live on YouTube and on Facebook for continued live coverage here at the 2026 European Shooting Championships. We're back in a few moments.
is clear.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Osijek for the continuation of the 25-metre pistol trio women's. This is now the gold medal match coming up for you. What an intriguing bronze medal match we've just had between Germany and Czechia. Something like I've never seen. So many draws, but eventually we did have a winner and the bronze medal went to Czechia. So we have 6 individual neutral athletes coming up to contest the gold medal. And here we go with the introduction. So if you've just arrived on Facebook or YouTube, then you are just in time. That's it. Stay awake. There'll soon be some noise. That'll liven you up.
Athletes to the line.
Here we go. So Evgenia Padarina leads out the first of the 3 individual neutral athletes. And Sofia Smetankiana and Valeria Ganakova. So Padarina, Smetakina and Ganakova are the first 3. And now the second batch is Alina Nestyarovic, Alexandra Pietrova, and Katalina Ivanova. So it's the same jury team, Boris Sesk of Croatia alongside Patrick Johansson of Sweden. So Petar Pavlic, once again, our Chief Range Officer.
Take your position.
And he'll be back later for the 25-metre rapid fire final. So for this gold medal, will we see anything like we saw with the bronze medal match earlier? So as the athletes prepare for the final, let's have a look back at the preparation earlier from today. So equipment control, pistol triggers being tested. Bananas and water, always a good combo. Bit of fibre, bit of natural sugar, bit of water for hydration. It's not all serious in the prep area, sometimes a few laughs, a few jokes. And here we have our 6 athletes now to contest this gold medal. Well, we saw some interesting timeouts in the bronze medal match because it's so many draws. I think the first timeout was called by Czechia at 7-7. And that was after various different draws across the series. This one could be close as well. A real spread of ages as well. You've got Padarina at 16 years old. She's the youngest in this gold medal match. You can see Padarina to the far right. She's on firing point G. Competed in Burgas in the 10 meters a few months ago. Smetankina in the middle. This is her 5th time at the European Shooting Championships. 19 years old. Took a silver medal in the duet here and was a bronze medalist at the Junior World Cup in Cairo earlier this year. So it's a good year so far. And here's Valerina Ganakova, who was cruising for a gold medal in the 25 meters a few days ago. Took the silver, now 20 years old. Was a gold medalist in the mixed team duet here and was 4th in Châteauroux in the 25-meter final last year. So over the last 12 months has certainly had good performances in finals and in medal matches. So having a look now at Katalina Ivanova, 19 years old, 4th in the 25 meters. She's a gold medalist at the Junior World Cup in the 25 meters juniors as well, so knows her way to the top of the podium. And alongside her in the middle, that's actually now the 3rd athlete. That's Alina Nestyarovic, who's 19 years old. Silver medalist in the World Championships in the team women. Was a silver medalist in Burgas a few months ago in the mixed team junior. She's on firing point C. And then finally in the middle, someone that needs no introduction, Alexandra Pietrova, 20 years old. Burst onto the world scene with a silver medal in the World Championships in Lima 2021. Is a former 25-meter European champion and a bronze medalist here in the 25-meter final. So those are the 6. This is now just sighting series.
Stop.
Well, an interesting mix of hits and misses there. You can see them on the big screen at the top of your picture. The shape of things to come. Who knows? Sometimes after the sighting series, the athletes just up their game. They know it's serious. They know it all counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what you should be counting. Into the magazine, then loaded into the pistol, and then we're ready to go. Quick adjustment of the sights at the back, these open sights.
First series, ready?
And that's where you can raise the rear sight up and down, just like that simple flathead screwdriver. That's why we have the sighting series, because it's different from qualification. That's shooting into the outdoors. And the athletes, they know, they think, slight adjustment, and hopefully that will improve my hits. 85 millimeters wide is the hit zone. A 10.2 or higher equals a hit. Highest amount of hits, win the series and get 2 points. Well, great start from Smetankiina so far. And Sophia was on for the 5 out of 5. It's 4 out of 5, but Smetankiina, pretty good. Decent start, 9 hits to 7. So Ganikova, Smetankiina and Pararina get the first 2 points and the confidence boost in this gold medal match.
Next series, ready?
So another series, reset, forget about the first one. Go through that pre-shot routine. Do the best you can. Highest amount of hits takes the series win.
Attention.
So even over on the left of your screen, 2 hits so far. Ganikova on the right, also 2 hits. Six, 6 goes to 7-7, now 8-7. So another series win for Ganikova, Smetankiina and Pararina. I wonder what's going through the mind of Alexandra Pietrova. Took the European title last year in France, in Châteauroux at the Olympic venue. And took the bronze medal here in the 25 meters. And lost out to Ganikova, who's just on the other trio.
Attention.
who also took a silver medal in the final and was cruising at one point to become the European champion. Shows how competitive it's been here in Croatia. So is this to be the first series win for the other trio? It is, 8 hits to 6. And Ivanova, Pietrova and Nesterovic are up and running. They have 2 points. First trio to get to 12 points takes gold and the title of European champions.
Next series, ready?
Well, you've got 1,000 grams or a kilo if you prefer of pressure to pull the trigger back.
Attention.
See the molded grips, try and keep the hand as dry as possible. I mean, it's really cool in here today. It's been hotter over the last few days. Certainly when we did the senior events last week. A real decent series this time from Smetankina and Padarina. Really good. Double figures, 11 to 3. Convincing series win, no matter what happens. On these last 3 shots, can they boost up the total? They can, just 2 misses. That's the highest score we've seen across the day in these trio medal matches. 13 hits, that's more like it. So Ganikova, the silver medalist in the 25-meter final here, leading the charge. Smetankina, 5 out of 5. And Padarina at 16 years old, 4 out of 5.
Next series, ready?
So Ganikova, Smetankina and Padarina are halfway there. 6 points, 12 required for the gold.
Attention.
I can see a bit of kickback there on the pistol for Pietrova. No wonder that was a miss. Not quite as controlled as the first 2 shots. Well, another close series this time. 8 hits to 7. It's in the balance. And 9-8. Just that gap of 1 hit. Are we going to see a timeout here? Yeah. Smetankina calling for the timeout.
will lose the round. And this was only one miss less for AIFA, which made them lose this round. And AB is strong and really good in this match. Now at 8 points and close to winning this match.
Next series, ready?
So one timeout called. 8 points to 2 in terms of the series. We've had one real convincing series where the score was 13 hits to 4 or something. Again, Pietrova, the miss on the 4th shot. And the second one to follow that up. So 7-7, it's a draw, 9 points to 3 now. I'm not quite sure why there's a pause here. Something's being checked. I'm just looking down at the desk with the chief range officer. And it's because Ivanova... Okay, it was just waiting for the screens to update. So 7-7, 9 points to 3. And Ganakova, Smetanina and Padarina find themselves 3 points away from a gold medal.
Attention.
Well, Ganakova 3 out of 5. Silver medalist in the 25-metre final. And looks determined not to try and take another silver here today. So it can only be a draw for... Be a draw for Ivanova, Pietrova and Nestorovic. So quite a convincing series win, double the hits, 10 hits to 5. And now Ivanova, Pietrova and Nestorovic cannot afford a draw. If they have a draw, they automatically become silver medalists and the gold goes to the other trio. So is this the last series? Does this match have more twists and turns? This series to win the match and to take gold and title of European champions. Can Ganakova, Smetanina and Padarina manage to get the higher amount of hits? Well, great start, 3 out of 3. Well, 7-7 with 6 shots to go. Is it a gold medal winning moment? Well, it is, you know, just by 2 hits, 9 hits to 7. And Ganikova, Smetankina and Padarina over the line and have made it and closed off this gold medal match. And they will be taking centre podium place and the gold medal and title of European champions. And Kokoshina, the coach, delighted. Well, close in some ways, and then some very dominant wins in some of the series wins. But for Ianova, Pietrova and Nestirovic, it's a silver medal today. And this time Ganikova does get her gold. She was also a gold medalist in the mixed team duet here. Took a silver in the individual final, and now a gold medalist in the 25-meter pistol trio women. So for Ganikova, a great time and great visit here to Osijek in Croatia. So we'll just wait now for the bronze medalists to come out and join the others, just for the official lineup, official announcements, and official confirmation. So there are the bronze medalists. Victoria Shinderilova, and alongside Anna Miajowska, and then Klara Tikachkova. So the silver medalists, Katarina Inova, Alexandra Pietrova, and Alina Nestirovic. And Valeria Ganikova alongside Sofia Smetankina and Evgenia Padarina are the gold medalists and the European champions in the 25-meter pistol trio women junior in the gold medal match. There it is, official confirmation of how it all finished. Czechia once again will be on the podium, this time in the bronze medal position. And then the remaining 6 individual neutral athletes taking the silver and gold medal spot. So we'll look back at some highlights for you and a recap of the medal match we've just seen. We are back later today. Our final event indoors is the 25-meter rapid fire men juniors. So do join us for that live on Facebook and on YouTube. We are live on air from 7:45 this evening. First shot due to go off at 8 p.m. But 7:45 local time here in Croatia for the 25-meter rapid fire men junior. Otherwise, do stay with us throughout the rest of today. We are outdoors for under-18 shotgun events. The skeet solos taking place today, and also the trap solos, both in men and women. Coverage starts at 2:45 for the skeet solo women semi-final and final. So do stay with us outdoors. Martina Lucic will be your commentator for shotgun today in the under-18s, and I'll be back later this evening. You can join us from 7:45. Thanks for coming along. See you then.